Zakynthos. For some, it's their favourite Greek island. For others, it's the one they'll never return to. And honestly, we get why. This island is full of contrasts. Nightlife that can feel like chaos, but also beaches and viewpoints so stunning that you'd think you were in Bali. In this video, we are giving you our honest report on Zakynthos, trying some of the best local food and showing you both the highlights and the parts that don't quite live up to the hype. By the end, you'll know whether Zakynthos should be at the top of your Greek island list, or is it one to skip? First things first though, as always, we love to show you around our apartment. We are staying in Zakynthos town at the moment and we've just checked in to this beautiful place. Tice, where are you going? Running away from the camera. This is a 1-bedroom place. It is only $100 USD per night and it is fantastic. So we've got the kitchen and living room space here. Very, very lovely. We've got a very simple bedroom, 2-bed. But then the best part, again, I don't know if you watched our Kefalonia video, but we had the best Airbnb with a balcony and we might think this tops it. Look at this. Absolutely stunning. We've got a little outdoor area and then probably the biggest outdoor space you probably need. We were thinking of doing workouts out here. We could install a pool. And it has really beautiful views of Zakynthos. So we will pop the details for this Airbnb into our accommodation list. All you need to do is check the description below and you can download it for yourself. So now the fun begins. We are off to explore this beautiful island. We have so much planned that we are going to jam pack into just 2 days here. We are going to the best lookouts, the best restaurants, the best beach bars, the best beaches. My gosh, we have so much to explore and we're very excited. So let's get into it. Good morning from Zakynthos town.
We're in Zakynthos, but we thought right now would be a good point to tell you
where to stay. Yeah, so we are in Zakynthos town at the moment and we were recommended this place because it's close to a dock, so you could be catching your ferry into the dock, which is really close. We didn't do that, but we'll get to that in a second, where we came in on. But otherwise, yeah, there's lots to do here. Great bars, great restaurants, authentic taverns, all of that, except you don't have any beaches close by. Oh, telling us to turn right on the directions. Otherwise, you can stay in Lighthouse. Now, we ventured through here yesterday and it was not what we expected.
No, it was like a Las Vegas
in
Greece. It was crazy, lots of strip clubs, nightclubs.
It was just wild. And yeah, so we would not recommend staying there. And we were actually told to not stay there because it's unfortunately just a little bit, I mean, if you like to party and if that's your vibe, go for it. But yeah, it's a bit tacky. Might say. There is also a cute town that we were recommended called Slivi, Tsilivi. And this has got some really nice beaches, a bit more of a chill vibe, but this is really good for like families because it's shallow waters, lots to do there. There's water parks, so you could definitely check that out too.
Otherwise, first impressions of Zakynthos is it's much more built up than the other islands we've been to. And busy. Which was so surprising because we're here right at the end of the season.
Yeah, it's the 27th of September today and like cars everywhere, people everywhere, like beach is so crowded.
Yeah, it's still chockers.
Yeah, it's wild.
But it seems super popular, like lots of people really like it. We met this fellow on the ferry from Canada and he's been here before and he's come back. Because they like it so much. So
bit of a younger crowd too, I think, from
I'd say so,
Kefalonia. And we were thinking maybe that's because they get the cruise ships and stuff coming into Kefalonia. I'm not sure if they are here. Maybe I could be wrong. We've already had the best day yesterday, honestly, the best. Yeah. So we cannot wait to share some must-do things when you're here.
So before we go out, I thought I'd tell you about how to get here. We actually arrived here from Kefalonia. We took a ferry. It was only about 3 hours and it was very easy. It cost us, I think, €20 per person, which was perfect. You can also get here from other islands. So like you can catch a ferry from Zakynthos, not from Zakynthos, from Lefkada and other places. Or you can catch it from the mainland, a place called Kalini. This is in the Peloponnese. And it's like only an hour ferry from there. One cool thing about Zakynthos is, and I think this is why it's so popular, it's got an airport, an international airport as well. So you can fly into here from places like the UK and stuff. So that could be an easy way to get here. One other thing to note is this island's quite big, so to get around you need to hire like a scooter or a car. We got a car, it was about 30-40 euro per day, and a scooter can range between like 20 to 30 euro per day. That's probably the best way. In these places, taxi drivers will try and take your money. And it's just how it is because they're popular islands. So the best thing to do is pre-book a taxi. Like if you have to go from a ferry or something like that, pre-book the taxi online. I'll put the taxi guys that we booked through Zante Taxis. That was pretty good. It cost us 58 euro to go from the ferry terminal to where we're staying right now, which is about an hour drive. That's still expensive, but it's better than, you know, them charging you 100 euro.
Is it on?
Yeah, ready.
Are we on? So we are at Hamza Beach Club, and I think it is really, really lovely. A little bit bougie, good tunes, great espresso martini, and we're just going to have a little bit of a live tasting of this. It looks like good pitta. It's hot. Whoa, can't go wrong with that. Look at that. Uh-oh. Can't pick it up. Whoa. Ready? That's so good. So come here. Yeah. Definitely come here. We're in the Ghana's. So like we said earlier, this is not somewhere where you want to stay, but this is where you come. Lots of beach clubs. So there's a whole strip that's got the beach. They've all got beach chairs. So definitely if you want to come for a beach day, enjoy it. Have a few drinks. Other things that you can do here. Now, yesterday we explored the island and had so much fun. The first one, of course, is the famous Shipwreck beach. This was absolutely fantastic. Now, sadly, you can't actually go onto the beach anymore because it's eroding around. It's really dangerous, so you can't even like step on the beach. You can go to the lookout point, which is about an hour drive from Zante town. Fun fact as well, they actually call Zakynthos Zante, so there's actually two names for it, which is really interesting. But yeah, it's an hour from Zante town to the Shipwreck beach. We drove, and there's beautiful views there. It wasn't too busy. We recommend though, we parked in a spot that we thought was the parking, but then you actually have to walk like so far, and you can park all the way in. So if you see people like parking the earliest park, just keep going, keep driving, and you can park all the way down, unless you want to get your steps in. But beautiful, beautiful, beautiful viewpoint. You can actually get a boat tour as well, and that will take you to the Shipwreck beach, but you can only like dock your boat and swim in the water. You still can't go on the beach itself, but you will see the old shipwreck there. I'm not actually sure about how long that's been there for. I'm going to say a couple of 100 years. I'll get Taz to fact check that, but really cool. I'm sure there's a really cool backstory that I don't know about. I'll do some research. And then about an 18-minute drive from the Shipwreck, there's a beautiful beach cove called Philippoi, and this is a bit of a drive down, absolutely stunning. There's like little rock formations, there were people swimming and snorkeling, and it was just such a lovely place to like park up for the day. But keep in mind, you can't actually hang out on the sandy beach bit unless you have a boat or unless you want to swim around, which is a bit of a swim, but there's like rocks and things that you can jump off and just hang out. People were doing that, it was great. Another thing you have to do is go to Mizithres Viewpoint. This was honestly very similar to a viewpoint that we saw in Nusa Penida. You should put up, I'll get Tice to put them like side by side to see, but stunning rock formation with beach either side. Like there were boats and it was just absolutely phenomenal. Be careful though, there's no railing, so you could easily like trip and fall, and it's probably very dangerous. So like just take the pick, step back. But that is definitely one thing that you have to do. And then while you're there, it is actually so close to a beautiful restaurant and bar called Kerry's Lighthouse. Absolutely stunning. The views are spectacular. And we went there, we had 3 roses of glacé. No, I'm joking. No. I'm joking. I accidentally said 3 roses of glacé last night, and we had a bit of a laugh about it. No, but we had 3 glasses of rosé, and it was absolutely stunning. So definitely add that to your list as well. just one thing to note, if you do want a special seat along the railing with the best views, you do have to book ahead of time. We didn't, but you can still see everything. It's just you don't get that prime hotspot posy. I'm not Greek, no. Could be Greek.
Yeah.
Bit tan.
Maybe our baby's Greek.
With so many Greeks there.
Yeah. We made a mistake again, and the restaurant we were going to go to was only open for lunch, but we found another one that might be even better. It's called Kaduli, which means small street, apparently in Greek. The owner was just telling us. Super friendly place. The people are so lovely here. Food is looking really, really good. Unfortunately, because of how late we are, there are only like 3 menu items left.
We're not even late though.
We're not even late.
5 o'clock.
It's 5 o'clock.
But it opens at 11.
So you got to get in early here, but it looks really good. We'll obviously show you when the food comes how good it's going to be. But I wanted to talk about a couple of other restaurants you can go and try and eat at. One that is an absolute must is Piranaki. If you come to Zakynthos, you have to go here. It was €25 and they bring you out so many entrees and then the main dishes, and they give you a whole jug of wine each, or beers, whatever you were after, even soft drink or whatever. It's all included in the price, and you're in this beautiful courtyard. The wine's made on site. Food was absolutely insane. Moussaka could be the best moussaka we've ever had, which is a big call because we've had a lot of fantastic ones, but this one was very, very special. And the dessert was actually exceptional. You have to try it. It is local to Zakynthos. It's called Frigania, and it's basically got like their rusks soaked down the bottom, then it's got custard on it, and it has whipped cream and cinnamon, and it was just so light and tasty. Kind of reminded me of Trileche from Albania, but I'd have to say this one was better. Don't kill me. You can also eat at Terry's Lighthouse, so if that's something you want to do, go there, make sure you book. And then the place that we were going to eat at earlier is called Sismani Town Edition, okay? I'll put up the name here, but it looks fantastic. The food looks incredible. I'm very sad we missed it, but what are you going to do? We've got some good stuff coming up already.
Pretty good. This looks great.
Pumped. So that wraps up our time in Zakynthos, and look at this place. It is so beautiful. We definitely needed a little bit more time than what we had because it is huge and there is so much that it has to offer. So many restaurants that we missed, so many other things that we could have done. If you have any suggestions of what people might be able to do if they come to Zakynthos, please leave them down in the comment section so that anyone coming can go and see those recommendations. But otherwise, we are heading to Crete and we've got some awesome stuff planned for Crete. So make sure you like this post, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out what's coming next. Cheers.